Oh, Jason, congratulations! I am so proud of you.
Thanks, Mom. I couldn't have done it without your support.
Well, congrats, kiddo. I don't know how to say it, but you did good. I'm proud of you, son.
Congrats on your new job, Jay. I can't believe my own brother actually passed the civil service exam. And in the top 20%, too. I'm seeing you in a whole new light, man.
Oh, please. I don't know why you're so surprised. I've always been the smart one in this family. I got my first paycheck today, so lunch is on me, guys. Have as much food as you want.
Oh, who could that be?
It should be this place.
Babe, over here. Mom, Dad, this is my girlfriend, Alexa.
Oh, I see. Nice to meet you, Alexa. I'm John, and this is my wife, Fiona, and our youngest, Sammy.
It's nice to finally meet you all. Here, babe. Congrats on 1 month in your new job.
Aw, what? What's this? You got me flowers. Oh, and a cool fountain pen. Thanks, sweetie. I'll use it every day. Really, this is so nice. It's all thanks to you that I even got this job in the first place. You stood right by my side supporting me the whole time I was studying for the exam and helped me any way you could. I don't know how many conversations I spent talking about all the things you did for me. Right, Mom? Dad?
Oh, yes, of course. He talked so much about you that I thought my ears were gonna fall off. It couldn't have been easy to be there day in and day out for our Jason, I'm sure. If only I knew that you were going to join us today, Alexa.
Oh, you didn't know? Jason, I thought you told them. You didn't mention that I would be coming?
Oh, babe, there's no need for me to announce it beforehand. You're welcome anytime. It's just a little gathering at home to celebrate my new job. Of course my girlfriend should be here too. Come on, come sit over here.
Okay. Well, thanks for having me, everyone. Again, it's so nice to meet you all, finally. I think we've actually seen each other a few times before outside of our old school, Fiona. Do you remember me?
Of course I do! How could I forget? I do feel a bit bad that we haven't been able to invite you over ourselves before now. I assumed you might not feel comfortable coming over for a family gathering as your first time here, so that's why I thought perhaps you wouldn't join us today.
I didn't know you would be coming today either. What do you do for work, Alexa?
Oh, I'm just a regular old office worker.
Actually, I was also studying for the civil service exam, but I realized that it just didn't feel like it was the right path for me, so I just started applying to jobs here and there. That's really how Jason and I met. We always studied at the same cafe and realized that we were studying for the same exam, too. Wow, really? That's so cool. You guys have been dating for quite a while then, right? How long has it been now?
You're always out and about hanging with your friends somewhere. You never pay any attention to my life, do you? Alexa and I have been dating for nearly 4 years now. She actually did sit the civil service exam before, but she just didn't enjoy the work at all. She realized that she wants to do something more creative. So she dropped it and started applying for jobs that suited her more.
Oh, really? But having a job in the public sector is so stable. You put so much work in, too. Then you decided to just give it up completely.
Even with a good job, I just didn't feel happy doing the work, you know? It didn't feel like me. I think I've always been more of a creative person anyhow, so finding a role that fits my interests better just became more important to me. These days, I'm working in event planning and coordination, and I think I'm doing well and I'm really enjoying it too.
Well, that's great, but what about later on? Once you reach my age, there's other things you have to consider. Is it a big company that you're working at? Would we recognize the name? Or is it quite a small business? What kind of work does your company do?
Oh, well, it's a relatively small company, I suppose, but they've got a solid team working there. We mainly do event coordination and planning.
I see. So your salary must be a lot lower than our Jason then. Are you on something like $20K a year?
Mom, stop asking such personal questions. It's rude.
Honey, you guys have to think ahead. In your role, you'll be getting steady promotions and easily be on 100K a year within 3 years at least. But at a small events company, who knows when you'll actually get to retire? And the salary isn't going to get much better.
Well, I can't really ignore the facts about money in this industry. But for now, I really am enjoying my work. And in this field, people move around a lot and land new positions all the time. So I can always try moving to a larger company in the future if I want to.
Well, if it was that easy to land new jobs, then you could just land a job at a bigger company from the get-go, no? Why did you choose to apply for work at such a small company?
Oh, well, I was quite focused on just starting my career somewhere. Plus, there still are a lot of opportunities to find new roles elsewhere. I did look around and apply to a lot of bigger companies too. But I felt that being in this role and working at my current place would be a really great opportunity to progress as the company grows.
Oh, sweetie, that's just how all students justify themselves when they can't pass the civil service exam.
Hey, it sounds like a really nice place to work. And we're here to celebrate, aren't we? Whether it's for civil service or any kind of job. At this rate, we'll be talking about work forever. Let's just enjoy the meal. Have as much as you like, Alexa. Oh, yes. Thanks, Sammy. Oh, boy.
What's up? Is everything all right?
Well... Are you staying over tonight, Evie?
Yeah, Michael is away with Dad and is gonna stay there overnight. So even if I went home, it would just be me in the house anyway. I think he said Dad was gonna help him look around some properties in the area.
Oh, right, okay. Ev, before you and Michael got married, did you have any worries about your future at all?
Worries? Nothing that really stands out. Michael has done quite well for himself considering his upbringing, but I guess I still had some worries about our future. I had worries about him working with Dad too, of course.
So you did have a few worries then. And yet you're both doing so well now. You never felt any doubts about getting married?
Well, I love him, Alexa. So I didn't really think too deeply about anything else. I'm sure his parents still worry about him and about our future together. But he always reassures them. Besides, these days parents just let their children live their own lives and make their own decisions, you know? So his parents don't really nag at us too much. The most they might say is about staying on top of laundry or paying a bit more into a pension or something, but nothing that really affects us day to day.
I see. Well, Michael is super nice and always supports you, so I'm not surprised.
What's going on, Alexa? I noticed that you've been kind of down ever since I got here. Is something wrong? Has something happened between you and Jason? And you're all dressed up today. Have you been out somewhere nice?
Well, actually, today I went over to Jason's parents' place to celebrate his new job. They were having a little get-together to congratulate him.
Oh, really? Ooh, that sounds really nice, Alexa. Right, yeah, Jason was preparing for that big exam, wasn't he? I guess he ended up doing pretty well then. Weren't you guys planning on getting engaged as soon as he passed and landed his first job? So you went to visit the soon-to-be in-laws, huh? I think that's great. Though I'm sure it was a bit nerve-wracking meeting his parents for the first time.
I was looking forward to it, yeah. And I was on my best daughter-in-law behavior, too. His dad and sister were quite welcoming and made an effort to make conversation with me. But his mom, she was kind of distant, even though we've actually met a few times before today. I just didn't expect her to be so... blunt.
Was it kind of formal? It was only you and his family, right? You just say hello, ask about each other's day, talk about the weather, and eat lunch, right? What else is there to it?
That's what I thought it would be like, yeah. But as soon as I arrived, there was this shift in her voice. She immediately started asking me all these questions about my work. Like how much money do I earn and how big is my company? She just could not get over the fact that I chose my current job over civil service. She basically belittled my company and my work.
What? Why would she do that? What's wrong with just being a regular employee at a decent company? Is she worried about pensions or something like that?
I know, right? I don't know why she had such a big issue with it. Jason did try to calm her down and back me up, but she just wasn't having it. I don't know if it was because she was in the comfort of her own home or something, but she wasn't sugarcoating any of her words. Honestly, I didn't like it. It was pretty rude, especially because it was in front of Jason and his dad and sister, too.
Right. Okay, I think I'm getting a better idea of why you're having all these worries about marrying Jason. You'd be having them as your in-laws, too. And you wouldn't want Mom and Dad to know about any conflict that you'd have with them, right? You're worried about having to pretend everything is fine all the time.
Yeah, exactly. I really don't know what I should do now.
Okay, for starters, let's just invite Jason for a meal out with me, you, and Mom. And we can all just get to know each other a bit more in a smaller setting first.
Really? I was also thinking of doing something like that. You think that would be okay?
Yeah, of course. It'll be good. Besides, Dad and Michael are going to be busy with work for the next month or so and aren't going to be around as much. If you really want to spend the rest of your life with them, then let's start by getting a few of us introduced and just having a casual conversation about the future over lunch or something. We'll all be seeing each other a lot more often in the future anyway, so why not start with just a few of us getting lunch together?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. But isn't it important to have all the family meet each other together? Maybe having this first will be a bit weird.
Don't overthink so much. It's fine. Mom and Dad never cared about that kind of stuff anyway. Families that are always so stuffy and formal like that are the weird ones. Plus, having too many new people to meet at once can also be kind of hectic. This way eases people in a bit more. If you want, you can just say that it was all my idea if anyone has an issue with it. Personally, I think it's a way better way for everyone to get to know each other and at least for a few of us to catch a vibe first before any bigger meetings. If it goes smoothly, then we can start to talk about larger gatherings with all the parents and any other family.
Yeah, that works, right?
Yeah, for sure. Besides, if you're already feeling so anxious about everything after meeting with his family once, then I think seeing how you feel after a small get-together with me and Mom is good. It'll be a good way to gauge the situation. And if we're being realistic, Alexa, it's impossible to please everyone. There's always going to be that one family member that says whatever is on their mind and nitpicks at things because they have nothing better to do.
Yeah, I hear you. I'll talk to Jason about it. I think having a small meeting first is a good place to start. Thanks, Ev.
Yeah, I think so too. Don't worry, I'll be subtle and just be by your side to support you. I can't believe we're even having this discussion. We haven't seen each other in a while and suddenly my little sister's getting married. I'm really happy for you, Al.
You're crazy. Who knows how everything is gonna pan out anyway. But thanks, Evelyn.
True, but still. Okay, see you soon for the lunch. Jason, why did you invite her over? Are you seriously thinking of marrying that girl? Mom, what are you saying? You know how much she supported me whilst I was studying to pass my exam. I couldn't have done it without her. You kept asking questions about her work and judging the size of her company. But I know that you know how much she did for me and encouraged me over the past year. Why are you being so harsh all of a sudden? What do you think? Jason, you're working high up in civil service now. Think of how much influence you have in our community now. Seems like you've forgotten just how hard it was to get that position in the first place. I had no idea you were so serious about that girl, let alone having thoughts about marrying her. My role isn't that high up, Mom. And Alexa and I have been dating for almost 4 years. Of course I'm having thoughts about marrying her. Besides, if it wasn't for Alexa, I would have never gotten to where I am now. I wouldn't have even attempted the civil service exam. And I don't know why you were so on her case about her work. She's doing really well at her job, and her managers can see how good she is. I don't know exactly how much she earns, but even if she isn't earning as much as me right now, there's every possibility that she could progress to a much higher role and earn a lot more in the future, especially if she moves to a bigger company. It's like you were saying, you never know what could happen in the future. The same goes for people's career paths, Mom. Oh, Jason, that's very optimistic. I know you're saying this because you're so nice, but life doesn't work like that. I've lived a lot longer than you, and I can't afford to be so naive anymore.
Honey, the two of them have been dating for nearly 4 years now. Do you really think anything you say now is going to change his mind? Besides, Jason isn't so young anymore. It's about time he started to think about settling down and building a family of his own. Breaking up with Alexa won't do him any good. And he's got a stable job in civil service, so he's going to have a solid pension and might even be able to retire early. What more could we ask for? You're being too greedy, Fiona.
I'm allowed to be greedy for my son. Now that he has a stable job, I thought things would be smooth sailing from here on out. But I had no idea that he would still be mooching around with some girl who works at some no-name company and barely earns above minimum wage. At this point, how do I even know that you actually got a new job?
Mom, honestly, if I keep trying to find a girl that ticks all your boxes, I'll never find anyone. I'm going to marry Alexa, Mom. So please, stop trying to change my mind and just focus on how great she is. I found an amazing partner. Can't you just be happy for me?
Oh, whatever. I just don't like her, and that's my opinion.
Just leave them be. Honestly, Jason, is there really anything that your mother likes? Don't pay her any mind. I should know. I've put up with it all these years.
John! Excuse me! Oh, whatever. I'm not the one who got fired from a good stable job at a big company.
Huh! You think people are set for life after landing one job at a big company? I can't believe you still try to guilt trip me for that, even after I told you time and time again how insufferable that place was, and I still put up with it for years without even a single day off.
Honestly, all the men in this family have no backbone. I have to grit my teeth every day just to keep this family afloat. Do you really think everyone lives such an easy life? Anyway, it doesn't matter. Since you want to marry her so badly, it's not like anything I say is going to change your mind. But don't say I didn't warn you when you change your mind.
Your persistence sure is impressive, Mom. Wow, Mom, the food tastes great. Babe, try some. It's really good. Lasagna is one of Mom's specialties.
I'm not sure if it'll be to your taste, Alexa, but I think my wife is a pretty good cook. Please have as much as you like.
I'm sure it tastes amazing, John. I've heard that you can even make your own pasta at home, Fiona. You must have a lot of cooking experience. After Jason and I get married, I'll have to learn all your best recipes.
Well, we'll have to wait and see, won't we? A marriage isn't final until the very last document is signed, right? Besides, you would be so busy with work. Would you really have time to come over and learn all those recipes from me?
Well, that's true, I suppose.
Come on, Mom. Be nice. I love Alexa so much, and there's no one I'd rather spend the rest of my life with than her.
Jason, are you going to pick on every little thing I say? Just leave me be. Actually, we haven't even had a chance to meet your parents yet, Alexa. Shouldn't we get to know them first? I think it's important for everyone to meet and see how we all get along together. No?
Oh, Fiona, are you really going to keep going on about that? We're in no rush. I'm sure we'll all meet together eventually.
I'm not saying we're in a rush. It's just that it's not so easy to get such a good job like Jason has. I'm sure you understand, Alexa. Our Jason is truly one of a kind. And he's my eldest son, so of course I have to do my best to make sure he lives the best life he possibly could. For the two of you to get engaged when we parents haven't even exchanged so much as a text message just doesn't seem right to me.
Ah, I see. Well, recently my dad has been away a lot for work, so he's a bit hard to meet up with these days. And my mom's been having trouble with her knees, so we just decided that the two of us could meet up with her for lunch somewhere and have a simple meal together. We thought at the very least that would be better than just ordering takeout or something.
Well, it would be nice to be kept in the loop a bit more. This is the first time hearing about this. No one ever tells me anything, so I'm always left to my own devices trying to figure everything out by myself. I don't know what either of your parents do for work or what kind of house they live in. I feel like John and I should know these kinds of things if you two are serious about your future together.
Mom, chill. Her parents are living very comfortably and they're doing just fine. Isn't that enough? Getting along with my future in-laws is important for me too. It's really not that complicated. They're just normal people living normal lives. Right, babe?
Yeah. There's not really much else to know. My dad works as a project manager and my mom is a full-time housewife.
Not so different from us, then. Your dad is the one who works and your mom is a housewife. That's just like us. I'm sure we'll get along with your parents just fine. It'll be nice to have them as family, too. It's perfect.
Perfect? There's nothing perfect about it. Working as a high-ranking public official and being a regular office worker are two completely different things. Honestly, your father has no standards. At least I have a little ambition for my son's life. Well, whatever. You and Alexa have been dating for a while now anyway, so it's not like any of this will make a difference. I have to just let you have your way. So, when are you thinking of getting married then,
Mom, I'm not that high-ranking, you know. Anyway, we're planning to get married next summer. Right, Alexa?
Yes, we thought sometime next summer would be nice.
Oh, that sounds perfect. What a lovely time to have a wedding. And you might already be aware, but besides the money that Jason has been saving up with his new job, we have been saving up too. So we can definitely contribute some money too. Plus, we do also own a small property in the city on top of our savings. So if you like, you can start your life together there. If not, you two can discuss what would be better for you and maybe even move to a bigger place. It's up to you.
Oh, yes. Jason mentioned it before. My parents also said that they would help out if we needed anything, so we have their support too.
That's great. All right then. Well, you two should get going and have a nice time at lunch. We can discuss more details when we all next meet. Until then, take care of yourselves and we'll see you soon.
Thanks, Dad.
Jason, come over here and sit down.
What? Why? Mom, I only just got home. I'm really tired today. Can't this wait until I've settled down a bit and had like 5 minutes to rest?
Give this to Alexa.
Huh? What is this?
I meant to ask her myself for her phone number before, but I forgot. I did ask you before, but since you didn't give it to me, there's no way for me to contact her. So you give this to her for me.
What is this? Wedding gifts for your in-laws?
This is the least her and her family can do for us.
High-end watch for the husband. Tailored suit for the wedding. Kitchen set, bedding, furniture for the house. Hold on, and an advanced monetary contribution of $50,000 to the in-laws? Mom, you want Alexa's parents to provide all of this?
Of course, Jason! I sacrificed so much for this engagement and had to set all my needs aside. I think it's only fair that her parents contribute this much to your marriage at the very least. Of course we should be given something. What with the difference between your job and hers? Believe me, I'm already settling for a lot less than what I hoped for. Once I saw for myself how much you really love her, I gave up trying to convince you otherwise. So how about you try to understand me a bit too and just support me on this?
Okay, but Mom, this is too much. How can I ask them for all this? Besides, aren't we supposed to provide things for the wedding too?
We're giving you a house! Isn't that the best gift for a newlywed couple?
Come on, Mom. It's a small bungalow on the other side of town. You guys have been looking for ways to upkeep it anyhow. It's barely even 1,000 square feet.
It doesn't matter how big it is. It's still a perfectly functioning home big enough for the two of you. Anyhow, it's clear that her parents are planning to give hardly any gifts at all. So they have to at least contribute a decent amount of money somehow. Why not to their in-laws who are already providing so much for their daughter?
Mom, if you're really expecting them to get all the things you put on that list and pay that much money, it's only natural that the house should be worth a lot more. Besides, asking them like this is just rude. They're just going to feel disrespected if you are so blatant about it.
Oh, honestly, Jason, it must be nice to care so much about everyone else's parents. I swear everyone in this family is just too nice and never thinks about what's best for us. I have to take charge all the time just to get something done around here.
Ugh, that's it, Mom. I've had it. If this is how you're going to be, I'm just gonna pretend this conversation never happened and you never asked me about this. In what world would asking for that amount of money outright ever be normal? And all the other things you want to ask for on top of that. I mean, what is our family even contributing at this point? It's barely anything.
We're contributing a financially stable son to their daughter's happy marriage. Not just stable, but pretty well off with room to grow. What more could they need? It's a blessing in itself to have a son-in-law like you with such a high-ranking job to support their daughter. I've had enough of arguing with you about this. If you're not gonna hand this to them, then I'll find a way to tell them myself.
Mom, give me that.
What, Jason? What do you think you're doing? You're ripping it up.
Yes, I am. Honestly, Mom, you're driving me crazy. Why are you suddenly acting so high and mighty? Can't you just give it a rest for one day? Quit being so greedy all the time. You know her family is working hard just to get by, and this is how you act?
I'm doing all this for your sake, Jason. I want you to live a good life. You don't know what you're in for, so stop berating me and just do what I say.
I don't want to hear another word about this ever again. Got it? I'm going home. Good night.
Jason! Well. I see how it is. Fine. It doesn't matter to me anyhow. If you want to just throw everything away and do whatever you want, then I'll do the same. I can just hand them the list and talk to them myself when we meet. All you had to do was hand it over and sit there quietly, but no. You just had to go against me.
Oh dear. Sorry. My husband, Richard, is running a bit late. He's traveling so much these days for work that he can end up sitting in traffic for half the week. And it's always a nightmare to find parking. So how about we just start without him and discuss this wedding, hey? It's a bit awkward to just sit here waiting for him. So let's just skip the formalities and get straight to it.
Yes, well, since you brought it up first, let's just get straight to the point then. Have you heard anything from the kids about gifts or contributions to the wedding?
Gifts? Well, I heard about the bungalow that they'll be taking off your hands. So Richard and I were thinking of contributing a similar amount of something to support Jason and Alexa too. How big is the bungalow exactly?
Well, you're questioning the size of our property from the get-go, huh?
What? No, I didn't mean it like that. I just haven't heard anything else about it. Jason and Alexa haven't mentioned anything, so I was just curious. Is there anything that I should know about Alexa? Maybe something about the wedding that Fiona has mentioned before.
Not that I can think of. Have you mentioned something about gifts or contributions before, Fiona?
Well, now that it's come up, yes, I might have mentioned something here and there. Here, Jeanette, this is for you.
What's this? Dowry contribution of the bride's family. A dowry? Do people still do that these days? I mean, I expected to pay something towards the wedding, but… This? Isn't this a bit over the top, Fiona? I mean, for the most part, I really just wanted them to do whatever they want and get them a gift or two that they ask for.
Mom, I told you not to bring this up.
Just sit down and be quiet, Jason. As I'm sure you're aware, our Jason has recently landed a position as a high-ranking official in the public sector. It's a very stable job with a solid income, and we expect he will climb even higher. So I think it's only natural that your contributions match these prospects. Your daughter is great, of course, but compared to our Jason, well, it wouldn't be wrong to say that someone would be getting the slightly shorter end of the stick in this marriage.
Shorter end of the stick? In this marriage? What do you mean exactly? Is there something that you're telling us to be careful of?
Your mom sure does have a sense of humor, Alexa. It's us having to be careful, of course. This girl's only job is working for a small company in a low-level position, as I'm sure you already know. Meanwhile, our own daughter is following in her older brother's footsteps and has already started preparing to take the civil service exam. And our son has already passed his civil service exam and landed his first role in the sector, in a high-ranking managerial role, no less.
God, Fiona, are you really just going to say everything that comes into your mind?
Excuse me. Look, your husband is just a regular office worker. And your son? Well, fine. He landed a good job in a good industry. As for your daughter, well, isn't that just the same as being unemployed? Yes, she's not working at the moment. No, just you wait a minute. That is not the same. At all. Anyhow, I'm just saying that these are all the prospects we have to offer a daughter-in-law. And it's definitely different from what you have to offer. Do you commoners think it was easy for our son to get to where he is?
Fiona, you've really taken it too far this time. Isn't it about time you stop being so disrespectful? It's ridiculous.
I guess my intuition was right all along. Come on, Mom. We don't have to take this. Let's go. I can't even believe what I'm hearing. I was listening so intently to all the good things about your son and how proud you were. I tried to think nothing of it and only wish you well, but I really can't listen to another word coming out of your mouth, Fiona.
Oh, is this the right place? Hello, everyone. What's going on? Did I miss something?
How nice to see you here.
Sorry. You are?
I'm one of the security guards at your office, John Garcia. We've met a few times in the basement parking lot.
Ah, right, yes. What a coincidence to run into you here. Nice to finally meet you properly, John. I'm Alexa's father, Richard. How funny that my daughter has been dating the son of a worker at my office all this time.
Sorry, what? Honey, are you sure you're not mistaken?
Fiona, watch your mouth. Richard is the president of Future Enterprise. I see him every morning and evening going to and from work. I think I would recognize if it's the right person.
Oh my! Such a pleasure to meet you, Richard. And how nice it is to finally meet Jason's future father-in-law. Father-in-law. Sorry, I thought we'd already wrapped up this conversation, actually. Since you have such an amazing, one-of-a-kind son who you're so proud of, why does he even need to get married in the first place? You all can just live happily ever after together in your own little bubble. Richard, honey, we're leaving.
What? Sorry, what's going on? Isn't this supposed to be a place to discuss plans for the wedding? I think everyone just needs to calm down for a second.
Fiona thinks that if I really want to marry Jason, who's so much better than me, you and Mom have to meet this list of demands. Please make sure to also include $50,000 in compensation.
What is this? Dowry contribution of the Brad's family? What is all this? Are we living in the 19th century or something? I mean, I know there are still some wealthy traditional families that do these sorts of things. But sweetie, you never mentioned anything like this about Jason's family. I was thinking that the place you're planning to move to might be a bit small, so I was going to offer one of my places with a bit more space, but... What is all this?
Oh, you were going to give them a house! How wonderful!
This was basically the whole conversation that you missed, Dad. Now that you've heard it all, I think it's time for us to go. We'll talk about this later, just the four of us, and make a decision. Jason, I'll text you later.
Honestly, I've heard of these kinds of ridiculous demands between in-laws before. But to think that this would actually happen to us. Unbelievable.
Alright, maybe we should just leave it here for today. Honey? Honey?
Oh my god! What just happened? Honey, was that really the president of your company? Are you sure? Honestly, Jason, out of all people, you should know what exactly your future father-in-law does for a living. What have you been doing all this time?
I told you, I haven't been able to meet him at all yet because he's been too busy with work. What the hell just happened?
Oh God, my head hurts. What am I supposed to do when I see him at work tomorrow? This is really bad.
John, go catch up with him and try to talk this through with him now.
You really think you're gonna be able to catch up with him and fix everything at this point? He's probably furious right now. Alexa said she would text me, so we just have to wait and see what she says. Honestly, what the hell is even going on? Mom, what the hell?
I didn't know, did I? They could have said something earlier. It's like they were testing us. It's ridiculous.
You thought you were doing the right thing, but you completely messed everything up. If this is the kind of in-laws we are, then we deserve it. I knew you would mess this up for us, like you always do.
John, honey, do you really think I expected any of this to happen? I didn't know. I was also lied to. I guess these kinds of untrustworthy people still exist in this world. I can't believe it.
Don't you see what kind of people they really are? Look at what we have compared to them. Don't you get it? They're in a completely different league from us.
Well, if that's how it is, why didn't they say anything from the beginning? If they really are that rich, we should have known by now.
Mom, this is all your fault. Ever since I got my job, you've been saying all kinds of crazy things. Spewing nonsense like our family is suddenly so special. You've been bragging so much about me landing this new job. It's no wonder people are getting tired of it. You're driving them away.
Well, excuse me, Jason. After all these years of hard work and effort I have put in to raise you, I think I deserve to brag a little. It's because of all these efforts that I can walk around in confidence with my head held high. And now you're saying that my pride is driving people away.
You need to fix this so that everything can go back to the way it was before you messed it all up.
Honey, why are you treating me like this all of a sudden? This is coming from the man who never cares about what I say or what I do. So why are you suddenly getting so angry and bossing me around?
Because maybe I've also finally had enough. Now I see my child's future flash before my eyes, and it's all ruined because of you. I'm so angry right now that I can't just sit back and watch any longer. Go find her parents right now and apologize for what you said. Ask Alexa and her parents to reconsider the wedding. Or better yet, get down on your knees and beg them. This is so frustrating. And to miss out on Jason marrying into a family like that.
Don't you think I'm also disappointed at how things turned out? It's killing me to think that we've missed such a great opportunity. Honestly, you never once raised your voice about anything in your whole life before now. Why are you being like this?
I don't care anymore. If you can't fix this and get them to agree to the wedding again, then Alexa and Jason won't be the only ones calling off a marriage. You hear me?
What are you implying, John? John? Honey? What the hell? Why is that man suddenly so angry?
Looks like this whole household is falling apart. I guess Dad finally decided to retaliate and speak his mind for once. What should we do now? Seems like Dad is pretty angry about this.
Ugh, go study or something, Samantha. Jason, hurry up and give Alexa a call to talk about this.
Forget it, Mom. You really think she would pick up now if I called?
Wow, look at this! I can't believe how nice these modern apartments are nowadays. The walls and ceilings are so classy and stylish. What do you think? And for such a good price!
I came to meet you today because you suddenly said you had something to show me. This was it? Pictures of random apartments you've been looking at with your mom?
Sweetie, Mom feels really bad about what happened. She said she's sorry. She said this was all just a big misunderstanding. So how about we just calm down and try to figure this out together?